Welcome to the Large Frat Intramural Championship here at the Auburn Rec Center. I'm Joe Zagelski. I'm joined by Carson Meyer. It is Theta Chi versus Fiji in the championship game.
Yeah, I mean, we got a fun one on our hands today. Should be Large Frat always tends to be the cream of the crop as far as athleticism goes, and you know, got a lot of probably high school varsity hoopers here.
I expect some slam dunks tonight.
I hope we get to see one.
So I see that some of the players have jerseys on with numbers, others don't. So it'll be a toss-up on that tonight.
Yeah, it'll be. It always is, though. I mean, that's what makes intramural hoops so much fun.
Oh, we got a Luka Doncic 77, and he'll miss that three.
How do I use? Oh.
Another three, and off the back iron. But there's a push. 2v1, and he'll blow the layup. They get the rebound, and they finish.
It's a good finish there.
5-0 start.
Got to make sure you don't get sucked up here if you're Fiji and trying to make it all up in one possession.
Well, they're going with the three ball. I think all three so far from Fiji. First layup.
There you go, 2-point attempt right there. That's how you win these games.
You got to take the easy points.
I agree. These games are about fundamentals more than anything.
Ooh. One thing I will say, even though they're missing a lot of the shots, is they're taking the quality shots you want to see. Inside the paint, right around the rim, or threes.
Yeah.
None of that deep two action.
You know I hate the deep two. Oh.
Ooh.
That's a shot.
34.
Yeah.
Bennett Russ with a nice three there. Shout out Bennett. Bang! There we go. Three-pointer for Fiji, and just like that, they're on top.
In the Georgia jersey, too. It makes me a little disappointed. I won't lie to you.
Rough day today, huh?
Yeah, wasn't a good one for us.
Another three. Bang! The threes are flying now. Way to answer just to tie the game up at 8 here with just over 2 minutes of action.
You also got a Georgia jersey. You got an incredible shirt.
Is that a Pelicans jersey? No, that's the Georgia jersey.
You know what?
Do you know who 21 is? As a Georgia fan, I'm putting you on the spot here.
I mean, it could be a number of people.
Is there a current 21?
I'm sure there is. I don't know them though. I'm sure they have somebody on the roster.
Ooh, reverse layup, and it will fall. Gets the friendly roll off the rim. 10-8. Theta Chi. And they'll miss the layup there. Rebound Theta Chi. He'll dribble back and reset the offense, and he'll just pull it.
Not the shot you want there, Joe.
No. Ooh. I think you got to let him play.
That was pretty hard contact, Joe. I don't know about that one.
This is the Large Frat Championship.
Hey.
This isn't. We're here to see some contact, some frat action. Who knows? Maybe these are rival frats, and this is the way to get it out.
Are rival frats a thing?
It's totally a thing.
Okay, I'll roll with it. No, I'll roll with it. I'm in if you're in, man. That's what I say.
I'm just trying to build the storyline here.
Let's go.
Tied it back up, 10-10 from a nice layup from Fiji. Georgia jersey dribbles it up down the court. He'll go behind a screen and pull up a contested three, and he'll miss that one right. Theta Chi dribbling the ball down the court. Ooh, nice little hezzy action right there. Ooh, Euro step, and he'll get the foul. That'll be 2 layups, and was a Theta Chi player upset about the foul call for their own team?
Well, Theta Chi, I think, is who they called the foul on. Purple is Fiji.
Purple's Fiji.
It gets confusing because they somehow derived Fiji from Phi Gamma Kappa. So I'm really, I don't know.
Are you questioning the Greeks?
I am, yes. I think that other than Aristotle, they were largely illiterate.
Didn't they invent democracy?
Come on.
We
Who cares?
got a very lively crowd here
We
today.
do. Well, that's what happens with the large frat more so than any other of the.
I'm just impressed with March Madness going on. You wouldn't catch me coming to this game.
I didn't know there was another tournament going on, Joe. Can't imagine there's anything more important than
I mean, as a
going on
Georgia
there.
fan, I can see how you would
Yeah.
just wipe that from
No,
your brain.
I appreciate that. Appreciate the reminders.
BG pulls up a corner three, and that'll be short and land out of bounds. Early impressions, what do you think so far?
I mean, I would like to see them both work inside a little bit more, not long possessions. Hey, they're hitting shots, so far be it from me to criticize, but I would like to see some passes. You know, I hate to sound fundamental, but maybe everybody touches the ball this possession. You know what I'm saying? That kind of offense, I think, works in these more unorganized games where teams don't have a set defense.
Do you think they organize practices?
I would imagine in the backyard of the house.
They got it, right?
Oh, that's a tough call. He's a little bit upset, and I got to be honest with you. I kind of agree. That's Charles Cizinor, who is called for the foul there. And I got to be honest with you, Joe. I don't disagree with him. Of course, our referees do a great job here. So, they're paid to do it, not me.
We appreciate them taking out the time of their day to do their part and help us call this game and run this game. It takes a village.
It does. It does.
2 shots here. Sinks the first one. Ties it up. 11-11. 13 minutes to go.
Make your free throws. You know who said that? Legendary coach, Ed Cooley. Make your free throws. Says it
They're
all
free.
the time. Hey, exactly. That's why they call them free, right? Some coaches bend to the philosophy of nothing's free. I don't call them free throws or whatever.
He'll miss the second one. It'll bounce off the front and the back iron. Fiji with the rebound. They'll drive in. Semi-Euro step, but they'll get called. That'll be a foul call, and they are not happy about it.
No, the fans here aren't happy about it, but I'll tell you what. You could get as much ball as you want. When you go over the top like that, get your arms over the top of the offensive player, they're gonna call that for you against you 9 out of 10 times there.
You know, every youth coach, all they always say is straight up. You got to play them straight up. The second you go down, they're going to get you.
Yep, they're going to get you for that, and I do think I see where they're coming from. I think he got a lot of ball there, but you're going to get called for that.
First free throw is good.
It's the indicator these referees look for. Costing your team points. Can't get hung up on that. Not a deep bench tonight also for Theta Chi. Fiji certainly has more assistance coming off the bench. Yeah,
more depth.
We've already seen them sub. Brought in, I think, 2 guys on those last free throws.
Ooh, nice little ankle breaker there. Goes for the spin move. He's feeling it right now. Couple of double team action, and they'll find the open guy. And that'll be a blocking foul. The charge will not work. I think he was in the restricted zone. So that'll be 2 free throws for Theta Chi.
So hard to get charge calls nowadays. I'll tell you what, I tried to take a lot of charges in my day. Almost never got the call. But when you do, feels
great. Oh, yeah, feels amazing.
Feels as good as hitting a 3 until you realize you just got run over and your chest hurts a little bit.
Yeah. High risk, high reward.
Yes, indeed.
On that last possession, I saw a lot of double teaming the ball every time from Fiji, and Theta Chi was quick to find the open man. I wonder if we'll still see more of that action. You know, the Fiji coach, both of these coaches are dressed very nicely. Suits are out.
Tell you what, the Theta Chi coach, he's got my vote for best outfit today. I love that jacket. That's a nice jacket right there.
That's a Nate Oates kind of jacket.
I was thinking Nate Oates. Jimmy Dykes, I think, wears something like that for some broadcast. It's a good pull. It's a good one.
Nice layup. This is a close one so far. It's been neck and neck. A lot of lead changes, a lot of ties. He'll pull up from deep, and he won't get the friendly bounce. Rebounded by Fiji. 77, Luka Doncic drives into the lane, and he'll get called for the foul. He'll get 2 free throws for that one.
It's the right call, man. It's the right call.
Sometimes it's great just to force your way into the lane and just, pull a little Shea action and foul bait maybe.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, it's harder than it looks. You think running into the lane is easy. It's easy to get a call, but you have to know where the ball is. You have to have an incredible ball control to get those kind of calls.
I think you got to stay strong.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
a big thing.
You have to stay strong. You got to keep your eyes on the rim. That's the key. Otherwise, all too many times I've ended up under the rim throwing the ball up and it's nothing.
You hate to
don't
be there.
Yeah, exactly. You don't get the call. You make the shot more difficult than it needed to be.
And he sinks both. Biggest lead of the night so far. 17-13 for Fiji. With nice little spin moves, gets into the lane, won't get the friendly roll on the layup. And it'll stay with Theta Chi.
Got to grab the rebound there. Rolled off a couple Fiji fingers before heading out of bounds. Got to keep control of the boards in these kind of games.
Got it. We just saw a big sub action for the Fiji team, and even a couple guys on Theta Chi take a breather. We're about a little over halfway through this first half.
Oh, that's a heck of a play, Joe.
Great finish. Good, strong finish. Always important to use the glass. Underrated.
William Butler, I believe that was. I'd like to see them get this one inside.
They're inside, and they'll take and one for Theta Chi, and the boys on the sideline all stand and start cheering for their team, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess it's their it's their team.
For their brothers.
For their brother.
Hey,
for their brother.
They all have an ownership stake.
I didn't love the fadeaway there, but it resulted in and one, so you can't complain.
That's all that matters, right? If that's your shot, it's your shot. That fadeaway, I don't hate that. I don't love the step inside the three-point line twos, but
the long twos are no man's land.
The post fade's your shot. It's your shot, though. It's a very certain skill set that lends itself to that.
Another block. We've seen multiple charge attempts tonight, and none have been fruitful. Refs sending a message.
Tell you what, though, one of them's going to come. One of them will be called a charge, and this place is going to erupt. These subs right back in for Theta Chi. They're conditioning something to watch here. Although you have to assume they've played with this 8-man rotation all season.
I'm sure these coaches have created the right rotations, and they have a whole scheme of how they want the game to be orchestrated.
I would imagine so.
Blown layup there by Fiji.
You don't just find yourselves in these championship situations, Joe. You earn your way here.
Exactly. Both these teams won 3 games to get to this moment.
Semifinals last night, I believe, for the Large Frat. 2 nights in a row.
He'll be short. He'll be long on that 3. Still tied 17-17 with 7 minutes left. A lot of sevens there.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. I would have had my tongue in a knot.
Got a corner 3. It was open. And he gets some weird glass on a corner 3. How often do you see that?
I'll tell you what, Joe. I'm a firm believer. If you use the glass from that angle, that it shouldn't count.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than be
hey,
good.
Exactly. Hey, you know what? Notre Dame style. It's a good call.
Ooh, a little too aggressive there from the defense from Fiji, and they'll call that one.
Good call from our referees tonight. Josie Fleck and Xavier Fuel.
Xavier Few.
Xavier Few. I'm sorry, Xavier. Got Jacob Newman. Landon Joseph is our scorekeeper. Everybody doing a great job tonight. Keeping everybody safe. Nobody wants to see a violent game.
No,
here to crown a champion.
A clean one. Thinks about the thinks about the 2, 3, and we'll get a pull-up 2, and that one will fall right. Theta Chi stays.
Not a stoppage in play yet, Joe. No timeouts taken.
Is it 2 timeouts, 3 timeouts per half?
It's certainly more than
2
none.
timeouts per half.
2 timeouts a half, yeah. That's a big 3 there.
Fiji up 6 now. Biggest lead of the game so far. How will Theta Chi respond?
Is it weighing on Theta Chi? 15 minutes into this first half.
Good find there. Just got under the basket, and they'll call that reach-in foul.
Butler has yet to hit the bench. He's disappointed if foul was called there before he could get it up and going. So it'll be ball out on the baseline instead of 2 free throws. Upset about that. Butler has not hit the bench. Clearly somebody this Theta Chi team relies on.
Who thinks about the 3, gets him to bite on it, finds the wide open man, but he misses the layup. Oh, you can't miss those.
Got to have your layups, man. Got to have the gimmies.
It was a great play. He found the open man wide open. I just hate to see it. See if Fiji can capitalize on it. Bad, lazy pass, and it'll be take by Theta Chi. And he'll go for the layup. He'll go for the layup, and he'll miss.
Kind of pulled up there as he hit the ground.
But the ball will stay with Theta Chi.
Shaking his left knee, the guy in the incredible shirt there. After that layup, looked like he came down a little bit funny on it. Rubbing his calf. He'll be all right.
We do have a trainer on site.
We do have several trainers on site. Theta Chi can't afford an injury. A 7-man rotation would be brutal. This, not even to halftime yet.
Step back 3, and he'll nothing but nylon.
Just like that, Theta Chi right back in it. That's a heck of a shot.
And Fiji tries to respond, and they'll come up just short. But we'll get a foul on Fiji, loose ball foul, maybe over the back call on Charles Sizemore, and he was not happy. Charles Sizemore.
That's 2 on him.
Ironically, probably the largest in size on this on the court for either team. I'd guess he's at least 6'6". And that'll put Theta Chi in the bonus as they'll get 2 free throws here.
And we'll get into a little bit of strategy here, Joe. The clock runs here. Clock is running when you're at the line. If you're Theta Chi, you're playing with an 8-man rotation. You may have a guy who's playing on a half a leg. Yes, you take all 10 seconds on each shot. That's something to watch for as we get down the stretch here after halftime. The halftime's only about 3 minutes. Conditioning going to be important down the stretch.
They might not feel it right now, not yet, but in the second half, in those dog days moments, they're really going to feel it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just under 3 minutes left to play in the first half.
Fiji will go for the layup, and they'll sink it.
There you go, up strong right there. There was more Fiji shirts in the paint there than Theta Chi. Got to get in.
Got to play defense.
Not a good shot.
You don't want to be shooting from Trae Young range.
No. So that's what I was talking about. You don't want to get caught up in the 3-pointers in a game like this. I'll tell you what, Joe. After a play like that for Fiji, you come back down here and take a shot like that. You get the offensive board, and you can't get second chance points. It's unfortunate. I think we'll step aside during timeout. When we come back, we'll have the last bit of our first half. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Auburn Rec Center here in the Frat Final Championship, the Large Frat Final Championship. Right now, Fiji's up 25-20 over Theta Chi with about a little over 2 minutes left in the first half.
Good game so far at the Rex. We head down the stretch here, approaching halftime.
Theta Chi trying to work the ball inside, but they can't find it. They got a cutting man going into the lane, and he'll get a foul for that one. And they're already in the bonus. So that'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Theta Chi.
That's Parker St. Raymond there. It was calling for a foul. He called for the foul there before the whistle. I don't love that. You got to keep your head in the play. You did get whacked on the arm, but don't turn to the ref.
You know, this new generation, they love complaining to the refs. I blame LeBron.
Everybody should go out and watch some Zach Randolph highlights, Manimal highlights, you name it. That'll teach these kids how to play some ball.
First one goes. I feel like when it's a 1-and-1 situation, there's a little more pressure to make it, because it also leads to another shot instead of a 2, when you get 2 straight free throws.
Yeah, the first one has all the more impact
And he'll make both, bringing it to a one-possession game. Fiji clinging to a 3-point lead with just over a minute left here in the first half. They're trying to work it inside. Immediately gets double-teamed. And he gets called for a foul, and the fans could not disagree more.
Tell you what, having fans here, Joe, it makes it all the better.
Oh, I love it. I love seeing the reactions.
Yes.
Especially, I get to know who's so biased, because these are two frats. They're going to be so biased during this.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be reactive to the foul calls.
Oh, yeah, big time.
First free throw. Right down. Straight through the net. No backboard, no rim, no nothing. I'd love to see Janai do more of that.
I don't know, man.
4 for 9 today just makes me upset.
Could be rough sledding in March for Auburn. We'll see.
He misses the second one. Tedekai on the three-point line, and another foul call. These refs are calling a tight game today.
Yes, they are. I'll tell you what, but it's the way it should be. You know, we have to. You can complain about calls all you want, but if a foul's a foul at the end of the day, Joe.
I think the thing that gets in my mind is I bet these guys love playing pickup basketball, and when it's pickup basketball, it's football style, no fouls whatsoever. So when refs get introduced to it, it throws off your game a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he'll miss the first one.
I tore my meniscus in pickup basketball. No foul.
That sucks.
Tried to take a charge, Joe. Tell you what, not easy.
PG pump fakes, gets the layup, and he'll blow it. And he is upset about it, but the ball will stay with Fiji.
It's Andrew Petro right there, Joe. He reacted to the miss before the play was over. They had the same situation on the other end with Theta Chi. You can't have that.
Luckily, he won't be punished. They'll get to keep the ball.
Look at that. That's a well-drawn-up play.
Defense, 5-second violation. Theta Chi with the lockdown baseline inbound defense. Inbound defense in all levels of basketball, from large frat championships all the way to the NBA, is something that is highly underrated and not spent enough time working on.
Absolutely. It's a huge part of the game. It's where coaches can really show their creativity and their mastery of the sport. Fiji had a great play drawn up there, and Theta Chi didn't even really have to move. They kind of sat back in a zone.
Fiji will blow the layup off the bottom of the backboard.
Need your eyes up on a layup like that. 15 seconds left in the half. You got to keep your eyes up running down like that.
Andrew Petro showing some frustration. You got to keep your head in the game. You're still up. Don't worry about your own individual performance. Worry about how the team's doing.
Team first mentality from Joe Zagelski. We'll have the last 15 seconds of the first half when we come back.
And we're back with 15 seconds left. Theta Chi's dribbling up the ball. You still got time. They're going for the layup, and that'll be a foul called. Great execution there. Not worried about the clock, and gets 2 free throws here.
I love that. Take it to the rack. There's no need to play this pretty boy ball outside the arc. You take it to the hoop, and you want contact.
Nate and grit. Get down there. Earn your points.
Yes.
First layup's no good. And these refs have been calling the fouls all night. They're not afraid to blow that whistle.
You got to realize that if you're on one of these teams and know you're going to get the whistle if you get your head down and get in the paint. So you have to play these games.
Second free throw is in. And we'll get another timeout. No, just a sub. No, it'll be a timeout here. We'll be right back after this one for the last 7 seconds. And we're back here at the Rec Center for the Large Frat Championship. Fiji's up 26-23 with 4 seconds left. They'll pull up for 3, and he'll sink it to end the first half. Fiji up 29-23 going into halftime. Gotta feel good for Fiji. And Theta Chi with that small bench, it's gonna be tough for them to come back in the second half.
It will be. It's only gonna get more tired from here. I didn't love that shot, and if he missed it, I would have said that.
I mean, 2 seconds left.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get the best shot up.
You gotta pull something, I guess. We'll be back for the second half in about 2.5 minutes.
Welcome back to the second half of the Large Frat Championship. It's Theta Chi versus Fiji. Fiji's up 29-23. What are your takeaway? What are your game plan? What's your game plan for Theta Chi here in the second half?
Well, if I'm Theta Chi, I'm trying to get downhill, get in the paint, draw a foul. Don't settle for outside shots. You're not going to get everything back in one possession.
Well, step back 3, and it will not work at 1 and done. And Sizemore comes down with the board for Fiji. You just hate those 1 and done possessions.
You do. You really do.
Ooh, misses the layup.
Good rebound for Theta Chi. Theta Chi, you got to win the rebound battle, too, in this second half. Rebounding and free throws.
Pulls up in the middle of the lane, and that'll be good for Theta Chi. Cuts the lead to 4. Calling for a screen. He'll deny that screen action. Pass out. He'll drive. And he'll pull up mid-range, and that will we'll get a foul.
It's over the back.
Yeah, he was flying there. He wanted that ball.
A little too aggressive. Hey, I got to say, I love the aggressiveness. Maybe not on that one. Maybe not on a made shot. Do we jump over people?
Yeah, John Calvin.
He got up there, though.
He did.
Tell you what.
Frosted tips can fly.
Yeah, if Bruce Pearl wasn't up in Lexington, he would have loved the look of that.
Theta Chi thinks about the 3. Doesn't go for it. Nope, they'll take another one here. And it'll be another one-and-done action. Fiji finds the lane. Great ball movement, and they'll get the and-1.
That right there, Joe, is why I said you got to work inside right there.
Great ball movement, too.
Yep, absolutely.
They didn't even have the numbers, and they made it work.
You're going to get that 3. You're going to get the 3-point play without having to settle for a 30-foot shot here.
He's trying to get 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. They're calling a fair, strict game, I would say here.
And he'll get it. 7-point lead now for Fiji. Really, I agree with you. I don't want to see another 3-point chucked here by Theta Chi. I want to see them drive.
I like the driving kick. Good spacing from Theta Chi all day. They got to get some movement off the ball, off-ball screen. Set something for Butler.
Oh, he'll get a fake out. He'll go for the reverse layup, and he'll get called for the foul. He'll get to escape what would have he would definitely been out of bounds if it weren't for that foul call.
I'll tell you what, Joe. Butler clearly is the guy who Theta Chi wants to run their offense through. Get him an off-ball screen. He doesn't have to bring the ball up every time. He doesn't have to create for himself every time. Get him an off-ball screen. Let him come around it. Let him flash his hands in the lane, and you got a 2-point layup right there.
I agree. He'll go for the contested layup, and it will fall for Theta Chi. Now you need defense here. You need stops. Oh, he breaks his ankles. He takes the 3, and he sinks it. That's a highlight reel play right there. You have to take that shot. You have to make that shot after getting the ankle breaker.
It's a heck of a move right there, Joe. I'll tell you what.
Okay, Calvin. Theta Chi goes with the deep.
Follow your shot. I love it. I'll tell you what, Joe. I love the way this Butler kid plays.
Hustle.
Follow your shot.
Hustle. And he got rewarded for it. Gets the rebound. Gets the second rebound.
Where's he headed now, Joe? After the attempted layup, where's he headed?
He's getting 2.
Exactly. You get inside, you're gonna get the whistle.
Is he? I
You're
feel
gonna
like
get to the line.
I think he might be baseline.
It might have been on the floor.
Nonetheless, they keep the ball.
You get my point. They're keeping the ball. It's a positive outcome there for Theta Chi. Get inside.
And
get your head down. Follow your shot.
Now down 8. After that embarrassing play defensively, the momentum is just going more and more towards Fiji.
It is. Need to stop here for Theta Chi.
And he'll get the charge call. You were waiting for it. Oh, no, I don't think that was a charge. No, it.
I don't know, Joe. I didn't really see it around all the bodies.
I think they are calling the charge here.
Okay. Well, then that's a heck of a play. And who took it but Mr. Butler?
I think you might ask for his autograph after the game.
I might. I'm a huge fan. And it's not just because of the Georgia jersey.
Definitely helps, though.
Yeah, no, I like the way this kid plays.
Butler doing a little bit off ball. Sets up the wide open 3, and it'll be bang, bang city for Theta Chi. Cutting that lead to 5. Got 15 minutes left here. Fiji passes out to the corner. Got open lane. And that one will be a block and 1 for Fiji. Not going to get back-to-back charges there.
Got to say, that's the right call there. His feet were moving. He's a little too close to the bucket there to give him the charge call.
A lot of technique goes into taking a good charge.
It does. I'll tell you what, you think it's easy. Just put your feet there. But, I mean, the offensive player can avoid. You have to get set before he takes off. You can't move your shoulder. So many rules for it that favor the offense.
Instinct to adjust where he moves, to shift your feet, lean that shoulder in. But you can't do it. You got to fight that instinct.
It's about reading the player, too. You learn more and more about the player throughout the game, really.
Misses the layup. Misses both free throws. Thinks about the 3, passes it out to the corner. Great defense by Fiji. They are not allowing anything inside right now. They're making them take those 3s. We'll get a corner 3 here by Theta Chi, and it'll be miss. 1 and done, rebounded by Fiji.
No shot clock here, Joe. You don't need to rush a shot like that.
We're seeing a lot of aggression. Man down, and he'll get the layup. Number 1 for Fiji.
Number 1 in our program, number 1 in our hearts.
He definitely gives me heart of the team kind of vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, we get an attempted charge.
Theta gotta get this run stopped from Fiji. Is he tying his shoes?
Mid-game? We can't be doing that.
I kind of love it, though, Joe. That is the embodiment of intramural sports right there. I really do. I really love it.
I need some professionalism.
Professionalism is for the office. He went over the top there.
Got
Good
it.
call.
You can't bring your hands down.
Nope. But here's the thing. It's such an instinctual thing
Yeah.
to bring those hands over the top. I can't even count how many times I've been called for fouls like that. But as much as it is instinctual to bring your hands over the top, when somebody gets into your chest like that, the natural shape of your body brings the top half of you over them. It's easy to get that call if you're a good offensive player.
My expectations for defensive discipline may be a little high.
This is the fun end.
I just expect Nate Oates, the coach for Theta Chi, to instill some discipline. I mean, he dresses well. I expect his team to have that same level of discipline that he embodies with that outfit.
I see what you're saying, but they also have an assistant coach on the bench wearing flip-flops, so.
With a blazer, which is an interesting combo.
I don't hate it, though.
If that doesn't scream frat, I don't know what does.
Yeah, not much else. That's a good move, Joe.
Sizemore's just big. He's getting big. He's staying big. And he'll get rewarded with 2 free throws right here. But you got to make them count.
That's a good move right there, Joe. I'll tell you what.
They got to keep their foot on Theta Chi's throat.
I love when they get inside like that. He's working, putting the post moves on him. You can't defend post moves at this level. A lot of guys have trouble with that.
If you're the tallest guy on the court, you got no business being outside of the three-point arc.
Yep.
Your big job is staying down low, getting those layups, getting those boards.
You got to take pride in it, though. Yeah. You got to take pride in it. That's now 4 straight, or maybe 5 straight missed free throws.
Make it
6 in this game. I told you at the beginning of this half that rebounding and free throws were going to be crucial to decide the winner of this one. Still a 7-point game with 11 minutes left, but 4 missed free throws straight. 6, 4 of them for Theta Chi.
That would look like all ball to me.
I didn't see it. I was too busy talking, Joe. I won't lie to you.
For fans of the other tournaments around,
What other tournaments?
Drake is up 61-55 against Mizzou. SEC's had a tough day so far.
The rapper Drake?
He's got to be affiliated.
I don't know.
somehow.
This is the only basketball that I'm aware of happening tonight. Large Frat, and then up next, men's independent.
Now, here's my question. Do we think we'll see higher skill displayed in Large Frat or men's independent?
So I can't speak for skill, but typically the idea around it is that the men's independent division, you tend to get better players, better athletes.
So more
in
skill.
the men's independent. Yes, more skill tends to. If you
I mean,
were to
it's the
put
last
if you
game
were
of
to
the
put the
night.
champions of these two together against one another, you would typically see the men's independent team win. I think that's the general school of thought around intramural sports, just because it's such a large pool. Even guys in frats can play on men's independent teams.
And there, your Georgia boy, Butler, will draw the charge. That's his second drawn charge already.
That's how we play. That's how
And
the dogs play, baby.
He is trying his best to win Theta Chi this game. And, you know, when you've been playing, he has not exited the game at any point.
William Butler.
Butler has been – he's got to be tired. And that makes free throws harder.
We don't get tired, Joe. We don't get tired. You can't get
Ooh.
tired with an 8-man rotation.
Fancy layup. Won't go be an air ball, but the ball will stay with Theta Chi.
We haven't seen too many three-point attempts as of late in the last couple of minutes, which I'm very happy about for both teams. I do think still working inside, and you've seen that, the foul calls. I mean, it's not a made-up thing. It's something that's happening. You're going to get the call if you get inside.
Now, if I'm Nate Oates, I'd think about calling a timeout in the next couple minutes. Get my guys a breather.
That right there is a heck of a move. I don't disagree with you, though, Joe. I do think that might be a good idea. If Fiji can get on a run here, then I say timeout.
But, I mean, you're right. Theta Chi's on a run right now. You don't mess with that. 4-on-1, and he says, I don't care. Sizemore with the contested layup to extend the lead to 5.
Said it earlier, Joe. Biggest guy on the court. Biggest guy on the court. Butler knew if he jumped, he was going to get called. Let him go by.
Butler unable to hold him. They're diving for balls on the court. And they're begging for a travel call on the Theta Chi bench.
There it is. Timeout. There's your timeout there, Joe.
And we will leave y'all, and we'll be right back after this timeout here at the We're back here at the Large Frat Championship with Fiji up 39-34 over Theta Chi with about 9 minutes left, and Fiji adds to their lead with a nice layup. Not a great way to exit the timeout if you're Theta Chi. Goes for the cross-court pass to the corner. Just dribbling, thinking about it. Theta Chi attempting to run some kind of play. But he'll just call it himself, and he'll pull the 3, and that will be no good. We need to stop with the 3 ball right now. It's not working for Theta Chi, and they're in no position to gamble with 3-point shots.
No, they are not. You need a consistent offense here to mount a comeback here if you're Theta Chi.
We get the air ball calls from the Theta Chi fans. And it's responded with another air ball. That's back-to-back.
Getting tired possibly a little bit, Joe?
Yeah, definitely. Especially for Theta Chi.
32 minutes into this game. Not a lot of breathers for Theta Chi.
Fiji with the 3-pointer, and they'll sink it. Nylon for Fiji. This lead is now double digits, the largest lead of the game for Fiji. Feels kind of like soccer, you know. There's no team names. It's just, there's no, like, not the Lions or anything.
No.
It's just Fiji and Theta Chi.
I do like it. I do like it. Traditional. I'm sure this is what the Greeks had in mind when they created their alphabet. Revolutionized civilization.
This exact moment
Yes.
is the epitome of what they had in mind. And Fiji with another 3-ball, Nylon again.
Scoring starting to pick up here. Theta Chi can't trade baskets.
And time is not on their side.
Absolutely. You can't trade baskets under 7 minutes here if you're Theta Chi. Got to start getting stops on the defensive end.
If you're Fiji, at what point in the game do you start, taking that shot clock down?
You know what? I think you got to play ball here. In leagues with no shot clock, it's easy to say, we'll just dribble as long as we can, but they're going to get fouled. They're going to it's impatience at some point or another.
That's no way to put on a show.
No, absolutely not. You don't want to win that way.
And in front of our hundreds of fans,
Yeah.
you got to put on a show.
I concur.
Oh, the always bad idea, deep 2 from Fiji. Angel Reese special. She loves her deep 2s. Ooh.
Butler wants that one back, rimmed out.
Butler, your Georgia boy, unable to sink the 3 for Theta Chi. Fiji slowing down the play. He's asking to clear out the lane. Gets the screen, and that'll be a block foul. Butler unable to get the charge call, and that's deflating.
That is deflating. I gotta say, I'm not a referee. I don't know if he had his feet set or not. If you're Butler, though, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right call, wrong call. The frustration's mounting.
100%.
You miss a 3 on the other end. You're down 9. 5:30 left to play.
And running clock.
Yeah, you just start to feel that, especially when you're the player on your team. Start to feel that pressure mounting a little bit.
Feel the weight on your shoulders.
Yes.
Fiji with the corner 3. They'll get the rebound. Second chance opportunity, and they cash on it to bring the lead up to 11, back to double digits. Theta Chi tries to respond with the 3, unable to get it to fall. And great hustle to get that board for Theta Chi. And he'll try to get a layup. He'll come up short on it. In a bad situation here for Theta Chi. They'll pass it out. And he's got a wide open 3. The lane was wide open, but he'll take the 3 and he'll be rewarded. They needed to see that one fall.
They did. You've seen one go through the hoop. A lot to be said for that. Getting late early here for Theta Chi, though. I'll say that they need to they need to string together buckets. Need stops on this end.
Less than 5 minutes left, we've entered clutch time. And a sloppy play from Theta Chi, unable to keep the ball. That was their ball.
That's absolutely Fiji ball. You can shrug your shoulders all you want. That's Fiji ball right there.
I agree. I'm just saying Theta Chi
I'm not saying
should have had that ball.
Yes, Theta Chi had
Lack
it.
of discipline is why Fiji has it.
Yes.
And when you're down 8, you can't have those kind of mistakes.
No, you cannot.
Butler is begging to draw a charge. He is determined to get one. Maybe a little flop action there. Having some words for Jossie Fleck. Another corner 3. He'll miss.
Oh, good board.
Great board. Oh,
good
great move. Fundamental basketball right there.
You know I love to see ball played like that, Joe. You don't give up on the play won't give up on you. 3.5 minutes left. Theta Chi desperately needs a stop.
They cannot afford to give up a 3 here. Really any bucket. Fiji really taking their time, though. No need to rush if you're Fiji. He'll get the lane. He'll pass out to the 3. Sizemore's out there, but it'll be deflected. Butler with the layup, and he'll make it to make it a 6-point game for Fiji.
Hey, you're right up there. You can press or you can play half court. You can't do both. Cannot do both. Theta Chi right there had one guy pressing the inbounder.
It's tough to play. You want to see some full court action, but at the same time with the 8-man rotation, I don't know if they have the stamina for that. Oh, little miscommunication. He'll just lob it out there, and it'll work out. Tall man comes away with it. Possession remains a wide open opportunity in the lane. But it won't matter. He'll still capitalize himself. And we're going to get a timeout here from Theta Chi as hopes start to dwindle. 2.5 minutes. We'll be right back. Fiji up 53-45 in the Large Frat Championship. Welcome back to the final few minutes here of the Large Frat Championship. Fiji up 53-45 with 2.5 minutes left. Theta Chi's got the ball. The star player Butler, Mr. Georgia, takes a deep 3, and he'll make it!
Buries it!
Buries it! Nylon cuts the lead to 5. That was big.
That's a huge shot.
They needed that 3. We're seeing some aggressive defense from Theta Chi, and they'll get called for the foul there.
You know what, though? I'll tell you what. If I am Theta Chi, I don't mind that foul. Although the clock is ticking just under 2 minutes now.
That's the issue. The clock is ticking. That's what the problem with the foul. If it stopped the clock, that'd be one thing. But this is intramurals. And they'll get called for another foul, and the clock will continue to drip. I'd love to see a little clock stoppage, maybe like in the last 3 minutes.
Maybe in the last 3 minutes. I'll tell you what, though, it does
just
take out.
I just want the championship game.
Maybe just in the championship game. I can get behind that. I don't like at the end of games when you have the fouling back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
And it's a way to discourage
almost
that.
never works. Almost never works.
And a bad pass inbound for Fiji. Theta Chi with an opportunity here. They'll find a deep corner 3.
Oh,
and
that's
he
not
just
the pass.
Sails the pass 5 feet over his head.
I saw the idea there. They had the empty corner. Maybe you get a shot off there, but just not worth the risk in that situation. You needed to get a good shot on that possession.
That could be really bad.
Could end up being a backbreaker. You could look at that moment as
you could call that the dagger.
Yeah. You could look at that and say that's where Fiji won this game. There you go. The clock stops maybe under a minute. 59.5 seconds left.
Oh, you just can't. You can't make that pass. And he had a wide open guy right on the free throw line extended.
Yeah, I mean, you got to slow it down there. Find a right shot. You're down 2 possessions with about a minute and a half left. That's just situational stuff.
Misses the free throw, and Theta Chi will come away with the rebound. They're going to play fast here. He's going into the lane, and he'll get the layup. It is a one-possession game here with 50 seconds left. Theta Chi making it close.
Oh, trap there. Trap there, Joe. I'm a big proponent of trying to get the ball there. You got 45 seconds left. I think you try and take a whack at the ball, and if you get called for a foul in the process, so be it.
And it's 1-1.
It is 1-1.
So he could easily miss this.
We've seen a lot of missed free throws. We're 39 minutes into this game, Joe.
And the crowd is getting loud. They want Luka to miss this one. And he will. No ice in his veins. Theta Chi with the opportunity to tie it.
Don't need a 3.
We'll see. Butler, the man, the myth. And he'll airball. And they'll throw it right into Fiji's hands. They've got a 2-on-1. And they'll get called for a foul there.
All right. I mean, that was the plan. Maybe a little bit. So here's the thing, right? If you go down and get a quick 2, you're going to foul anyway. If you get the 3, you play it straight up. But Fiji's going to hold for the last shot. That is not the worst thing in the world if you are Theta Chi. You're down 3. You just got to hope for missed free throws here.
You could get a missed free throw here. We've seen a lot of them. But ice in his veins. Maybe frosted tips translates to ice in the veins, you know.
Yeah, it could.
You see my logic.
I do see where you're coming from.
Second free throw is nothing but net. Extends the lead to 5 with just under 30 seconds to go.
Quick 2 here, Joe. Get in the lane.
Oh! He sinks the 3. 20 seconds left. Theta Chi still down 2. They will not go out without a fight. And we will take a break before the end of this big game. Fiji up 55-53. 20 seconds left. Welcome back to the Large Frat Championship. Fiji up 55-53, 20 seconds left. They got the ball. We got some press defense, and they'll go for the trap, and they'll get called for they'll foul immediately. You hate to see the foul, and Butler's begging that he was just doing a trap, but less than a second comes off the clock.
Less than a second comes off the clock, but they tried the trap. They tried to get the ball, and you end up fouling. You were going to have to foul anyway. It's not a big deal if you are Theta Chi.
You just need him to miss one of these.
Just need him to miss one. That's right. And even then, Joe, I still say go down and get a quick 2. With 19 seconds on the clock, if you get down there and score with 14 seconds left, you can foul, you keep playing that game. You don't need it all in one.
I know, but I feel like if I'm on Theta Chi, I want to be the savior. I want to take that 3. And he'll sink the first one. 3-point game here for Fiji. But this is the big free throw.
If you want to take all the 3s you want, Joe, be all the hero you want. It's about winning the game.
This is the big free throw to make it 2 possession. And he'll sink it. That is got to be tough for Theta Chi.
Good shot. Get
down there.
Got to
move fast.
Get a layup.
And it bounces off his foot, and that'll be Fiji ball with 13 seconds left.
That's good defense, Joe. That is good defense.
And even worse offense.
I'll tell you what, defense wins you championships, and you just saw it right there. 13 seconds left, down, up 4 with the ball.
Inbound, and they'll immediately foul.
Oh.
2 seconds come off the clock.
The first guy in. got a whack at the ball. I think I heard it hit leather. Heard his hand hit leather. Heard his hand hit leather. Heard his hand hit leather there and didn't get the foul call. An extra couple of seconds came off the clock there, but
Heard his hand hit leather. That is a tongue twister.
it was a tongue twister. I'm pretty thirsty too, so I think that may have something to do. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
11 seconds left here. Fiji up 4. If you make both these free throws, I call that a dagger with 11 seconds left. And he makes the first one. And he's the captain. Number 91 for Fiji. C. William Vesey. He's got some ice in the veins. He must have earned that captain iron-on stamp.
Tell you what, Joe, down 6 here. You get a 3.
You got to pull one
Crazier
now.
things have happened in March, Joe.
Oh, he tries to go. He tries to use the backboard, but that will be it. Fiji is your intramural large frat champions of 2025. Congratulations to Fiji. Congratulations to Theta Chi for getting here. It was a great game. We will be back for the men's independent championship at 9:40, so stay tuned for that one with Joe Zagelski and Carson Meyer and Noah Phillips on the camera.